In today's lesson on music history, we will discuss Ludwig van Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven is considered by many to be the best composer in history. He wrote some of the world's most recognizable music, but lost his own hearing. Ludwig van Beethoven was baptized on December 17, 1770, in present-day Bonn, Germany. His exact date of birth is unknown, and at the time, the city of Bonn and Germany as a whole were part of the Holy Roman Empire. Beethoven was born into a musical family. His father was a court singer, and his grandfather was one of Bonn's most successful musicians. Beethoven learned from his father at an early age, and he had several other local teachers during his youth. His instruction was said to be intensive and harsh at times, but as a result of these efforts, Beethoven flourished as a musician. When he was about 10 years old, Beethoven began studying composition under Christian Gottlieb Neef, a court organist. At age 11, he became the assistant court organist in Bonn, and the next year he published his first composition, 9 Variations on a March by Dressler. In 1792, Beethoven traveled to Vienna to study under Austrian composer Joseph Haydn. This benefited him greatly, and Haydn became a significant influence on Beethoven. During his time in Vienna, Beethoven became a well-known piano virtuoso, and he performed symphonies and concertos. However, he went deaf around 1798, and the cause of this issue remains unknown. Beethoven never married or had any children. He was involved with several women from aristocratic families, but was unable to marry them as a commoner. After his brother died, he entered into a public and hostile battle for the custody of his nephew from his sister-in-law. After many years of legal battles, Beethoven won custody. Beethoven died on March 26, 1827. Beethoven lived in an era of great musical composition. When Beethoven was young, Mozart was the most celebrated composer and musician in all of Europe. Although some speculate that Beethoven studied with Mozart, there is no proof. However, during his time in Vienna, he did study with Haydn, who was a contemporary of Mozart's. In Vienna, Beethoven began to receive commissions from the aristocracy of the city. During this period, it was common for the wealthy to commission musical works. Beethoven wrote a composition for the death of the Holy Roman Emperor, Joseph II, but it was never performed. In 1804, Beethoven dedicated his composition, Symphony No. 3, to Napoleon Bonaparte. The musical works of Beethoven are numerous, and he is often considered the best composer ever. Many of his works are easily recognizable, even if people do not know their titles. Symphony No. 5 premiered in Vienna in 1808. This remains one of Beethoven's most famous musical compositions. The opening notes are well known by people around the world. Für Elise is a piano composition that was discovered after Beethoven's death. Much speculation exists around who the composition was written for. The piano work is delicate and almost instantly recognizable. Moonlight Sonata is a piano sonata written in 1801 and dedicated to one of Beethoven's students. The piece of music was distinct in its time because of its haunting and mysterious opening movement. So, in summary, Ludwig van Beethoven emerged after the death of Mozart to become one of the most influential musicians in history. His compositions, which were sometimes written for royalty, became some of the most recognizable musical works ever created. Symphony No. 5 and Moonlight Sonata resonated with audiences for their unique and experimental movements and musicality. For more information on this topic, contact your teacher.